For decades, we've been taught to believe that the brain is the command center for all our thoughts, moods, and emotions. Conditions like anxiety, depression, irritability, or even brain fog were considered to originate solely from brain chemistry or psychological trauma. However, new and groundbreaking science has turned that theory on its head. According to Dr. Stephen Gundry, renowned heart surgeon and author of The Good Brain Paradox, the real story might begin not in your head but in your gut. The gut brain axis, your second brain. Picture your gut as a thriving city, inhabited by trillions of microscopic residents, bacteria, fungi, viruses, and other microorganisms that make up your gut microbiome. While it may seem like these tiny inhabitants are just helping with digestion, their role is far more complex and powerful. Your gut microbiome communicates directly with your brain through several channels. The most significant is the vagus nerve, a major nerve highway that links the digestive tract to the brainstem. Messages also travel via the immune system and through chemical messengers called postbiotics, byproducts of bacterial fermentation that function much like neurotransmitters. What's truly eye-opening is this: about 80% of the traffic on the vagus nerve flows from the gut to the brain, not the other way around. That means your gut isn't just taking orders from your brain, it's giving them. It's constantly sending signals that influence your mood, energy levels, immune function, and even your cravings. This communication network is referred to as the gut-brain axis, and it operates like a two-way radio. Your thoughts, stress levels, and emotions can influence your gut health, just as your gut bacteria can influence your emotional well-being. This ongoing dialogue means that mental health is not simply a matter of neurotransmitters in the brain, but a complex, body-wide conversation. When the gut goes rogue, a balanced gut microbiome keeps your system humming along. But when it's thrown out of balance, a condition known as dysbiosis, things can quickly go awry. Common causes include diets high in sugar, refined carbs, and processed food, sufferers of antibiotic, chronic stress, exposure to pesticides, and other environmental toxins, lack of sleep, sedentary lifestyle. When dysbiosis sets in, it doesn't just cause digestive discomfort. The consequences can ripple throughout your entire body, affecting your mental clarity, emotional resilience, and even your behavior. You may feel tired, anxious, moody, or just off. Your immune system may also become overly sensitive, triggering inflammation in response to harmless substances. Over time, this low-grade, chronic inflammation can damage your gut lining, leading to what experts call leaky gut syndrome, a condition where bacteria and toxins escape into your bloodstream. These foreign particles can then reach the brain, potentially causing or worsening neurological issues. Your microbes and your craving, shears where things get truly fascinating. Research suggests that certain gut bacteria may actually manipulate your brain. These microbes can send signals via the vagus nerve or produce chemical messengers that influence what you feel like eating. Ever wondered why you suddenly crave chips, candy, or even a nightly glass of wine? It might not be your willpower failing, it could be your gut bacteria asking for a refill. Some scientists theorize that bacteria feed on certain nutrients and try to ensure their survival by encouraging you to eat the foods they thrive on. In extreme cases, this microbial manipulation might even contribute to addictive behaviors. There are emerging theories that gut bacteria may play a role in cravings for alcohol, tobacco, or even opioids. Though the research is still developing, it opens the door to a radical new way of thinking about addiction. The gut's influence on mood and mental health. One of the most critical neurotransmitters affecting our mood is serotonin, often dubbed the feel-good hormone. Here's the shocking part: about 90% of the body's serotonin is produced in the gut, not the brain. That means when your gut microbiome is healthy, serotonin production is optimized, helping you feel calm, centered, and emotionally stable. But when the gut is inflamed or unbalanced, serotonin levels may plummet, contributing to sadness, irritability, and even clinical depression. Chronic inflammation caused by a damaged gut can also lead to a condition called neuroinflammation, inflammation of the brain. This process is now believed to be a root cause of many neurological disorders, including anxiety, depression, Alzheimer's disease, and even Parkinson's. In other words, your gut health could determine not just how well you digest food, but how well you think, feel, and remember. Scientists have also discovered that people with certain mental health conditions tend to have a very different composition of gut bacteria compared to those without those conditions. This suggests that addressing gut health could open up a new frontier in treating mood disorders, offering an alternative or complementary path to medication and therapy. Restoring gut balance for a stronger mind. Good news, your gut microbiome is incredibly adaptable. With consistent effort, you can repair and rebuild it even after years of imbalance. Step 1. Clean up your gut. Start by reducing or eliminating foods that damage gut health. Highly processed food, such as sugars, artificial sweeteners, drug oils, fast food, and fried foods instead. Choose whole, nutrient-dense foods that nourish your microbiome. Leafy greens and colorful vegetables, fresh fruits, rich in fiber, whole grains like oats, quinoa, and brown rice, legumes and beans. Omega-3 rich foods like salmon, flaxseeds, and walnuts. Fermented foods are also a game changer. Incorporate options like plain yogurt with live culture Sorquacushum, kefir. These foods introduce beneficial bacteria directly into your system, helping to repopulate your gut with friendly microbes. Step 2. Feed the good guys. Probiotics are only part of the equation. Prebiotics, the fibers that feed your good bacteria, are just as essential. You can find prebiotics in raw garlic and O9 asparagus, with the Skindendelian green seeding. A wide variety of fiber-rich foods ensures that multiple strains of good bacteria get the nourishment they need to thrive. Step 3. Mind your sleep and stress. Sleep and stress levels have a direct impact on your gut health. Poor sleep can disrupt the circadian rhythm of your microbiome, leading to microbial imbalances. Chronic stress increases cortisol, which can damage the gut lining and change the composition of your gut bacteria. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep each night and adopt stress management practices such as mindful breathing or meditation, gentle exercise like yoga or walking, spending time in nature, journaling, or creative hobbies. Limiting screen time, especially before bed. Additionally, consider how your daily habits influence your nervous system. Rushed meals, lack of movement, and constant exposure to noise or screens all place stress on the body. Creating space for silence, slow meals, and intentional breathing can work wonders for both your gut and your mental well-being. A whole person approach. Improving your gut health isn't just about digestion or preventing bloating. It's a foundational strategy for improving your entire life. By cultivating a healthy gut microbiome, you can boost your mood and emotional stability, reduce anxiety and depression, enhance mental clarity and focus, improve sleep quality, support immune function, strengthen resilience to stress, reduce systemic inflammation. This is why researchers and medical professionals are beginning to refer to the gut as our second brain. Many holistic practitioners now use gut healing protocols as the first step in treating not just digestive conditions like IBS, but also migraines, skin issues, autoimmune conditions, and even chronic fatigue. The more we understand about the gut-brain connection, the more it becomes clear that everything is connected. Final thoughts. You hold the power we used to believe that if something felt off mentally or emotionally, the solution lay in changing our thoughts or taking a prescription. While these strategies have value, they often overlook a critical factor: the state of your gut microbiome. Fortunately, you don't need to be a doctor or a scientist to take control. With small, intentional changes to your diet, lifestyle, and daily habits, you can start reshaping your internal ecosystem today. In doing so, you might just find that the fog lifts, the anxiety eases, and your sense of joy and energy returns. As Dr. Gundry explains in The Good Brain Paradox, sometimes the most profound solutions begin in the most unexpected places. And in this case, that place is your gut.